December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Line Number 2. Oh boy, okay, this is it. Judgment Day. Today things are gonna get so last. A lot of things. Everybody, welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Attorney. This will be, well, the last case of the original Game Boy game. There's still another case that was added into the Deluxe version that I do have here on the Weaver. Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Andrew is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Take the gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. Now to go, Detective. Have no fears. Promise I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. You can see he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want to revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, Quorum Number 3. Court is now in session for trial Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right, very well. We've reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Come on, don't be on the sign for every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the bow rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to get the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into court. Okay, he's definitely prepared him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away yesterday, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I'm not sorry about this leaving yesterday like that. I did. But I was on my way and I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I think I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, anyone doesn't motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Sally. I know what I'm pressing. I don't care. I don't care.
Hold it!
Food. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She'll need these high-quality bird pellets from France. Only have them in a big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's tab? I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police appropriated him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So you've lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses.
Hold it!
You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly. He has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cutter's head. Possible.
I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Oh, the witness, please continue.
You took the damn letter!
Hold it!
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on him, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I had to prove he's lying about his memory, or it's going to be the same thing over and over until it triumphs. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both these statements are lies. What? Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem in your claim. Are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I don't like to know myself. So who is he?
The Blake Don Von Karma. All right, please tell the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DO6 incident. I thought a judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what's this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. Allow me to repeat this once more. The witness has lost his memory.
Is it? I do this now. I can't prove it, Yogi, right here, right now. I got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare him fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Oh, why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? Why? No fingerprints? But, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I turned my fingerprints, I burned my fingerprints working and stuff, yep. Yeah. Why, Yogi, you sneak? You burn your fingerprints all to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, if you'll not be able to prove his identity. No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it in like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
How'd you like to cross-examine the parent for a little comic relief?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Ron Karma. Wait a second. I'm gonna examine the parent. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to! Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on this proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma.
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. This is...
God.
Order! What do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
If you're gonna ask, there's a farce, I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, you still want to go through with your little game?
Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. Cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
My karma's freaked every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Let's fight a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me! It must start to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify. Hello, squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Begin the cross-examination. Alright. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What are we gonna do, Maya? Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. Oh god, this is ridiculous. Why you testify? Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6, squad. If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, squad. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot, something we forgot. Hello, squad. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Don't tell me Mr. Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained a parrot, could he? Did he train her how to respond when he asked if we forgotten anything? Oops. Well, I went back by accident. What's your name? Polly. What's your name? Polly, squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established this parrot was named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes. Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove your owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is the Yogi. All we have to do is to name Polly the Yogi. Proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is a thing we actually haven't read yet. Let me read it. Key summary. 12/28. 2001. Elevator District Court. Air and elevator was oxygen depleted at time and instant. No clues found the scene. Victim made Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with some miles, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data. Yogi. Court bailiff. Trapped with Edgeworth. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. We found it! DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on? Show us, stop wasting your time.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where the file's information. The suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That is why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that's impossible.
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mrs. Phoenix, why does it make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. One is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. So you have a granddaughter, which means that you have a daughter. Who the heck ever married you and had a kid with you, Von Karma? Where am I gonna find that? Yeah, the child. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Very well, if you may continue. Witness here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. Misha just said our owner is Mr. Yogi.
Hold it!
Ah! What's the safe number 1228? And that's the date of the incident. Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Holly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My little reckless spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't claim the number has something to do with the caretaker. It does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous! How can number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof! What could possibly be the number to a caretaker such
True identity. The DL6 case file again.
DL6 case file? What sort of obsession do you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, bullet as far as this case. The case summary. Case summary page.
The case
Summary? Specifically date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The day of the incident, December 28th. Well, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the day of the DL6 incident as a number for a safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah! That is not tangible proof! I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1! This has nothing to do with the date! Nothing!
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
It's a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. Although two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately.
Witness, tell us her name. Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember!
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is a real Yogi, I think. Finally, he's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Yanni Yogi! So was you who killed Brother Hammond and tried to frame Mr. Miles Edward for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me to make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written down in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is
Innocent. In this case, at least.
very well. Will the defendant please take a stand? Uh-oh, he said. In this case, there are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Confetti! Yay! Nice! A nice, quick 20-minute recording session. Nice and done. Nice and quick. Good. Damn it! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. But that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we've heard, any Yogi who ever came needed revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell him he was a murderer in DL6 incident. He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad. What do I do? I can't raise an objection to this. I gotta leave it to him. I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yenny Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the instant where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! This is suddenly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations ran out today. I'm not really sure how to deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action take. Court adjourned. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. Yeah. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. If this was any other Ace Attorney game, this would be our to-be continued screen right here. But no. Then I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He's confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday. I know something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please! That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Excuse me. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. I need to look at something. The murder weapon was fired twice. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi's made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Let's go. Just then something heavy fell on my feet. I picked up and threw it at Yogi. One of them stopped fighting. There was a single gunshot. That's wrong. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you could tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edwards' testimony?
Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was accidentally fired when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. Pistol did fire twice, but we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. Murder weapons fired twice, as we have heard. One of these shots was fired by the defendant and boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired at somebody with this case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
No, Mr. Von Collins. Take this up prize file after you've seen the evidence. Yes, it is the picture. Let me just get it.
Take that!
Look at this photo. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. It's the bullet hole in the glass, please. It's so obvious. Right here.
Take that!
That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot fired in a pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, what would that someone else be? The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what was written there. Not a single clue was found at the scene. If the pistol and demon fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
You just have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That's the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Kramer says, the second bullet fire was not found. It's highly unlikely that police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defendant's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't think the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole thing? What are you doing, Nick? Aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you had ever declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw a photograph, I thought that you shot didn't fire. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. That doesn't mean you can't try. The last day. Well, it seems that we finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I'd like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I have been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. That is so me when I record. I have so many things that, like, oh, this would be a fun thing to talk about recording. Everything goes out the window as soon as I hit that record button.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it didn't exist. What? But we just want proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. There was a need, that's why he took it.
Bob, what possible reason could he have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with him is the bullet would be proof. Maybe he thought the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so he took it with him.
If that is the case, then he would have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Yeah.
Why would he only take one of the two shots fired?
I jumped to conclusions! Shit! Murderer didn't need it. I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Yeah, had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy! Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. The murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking at the top of my head and out my ass, but what did that really happen? Let me get this straight. So the time of murder, the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles and Antonio, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees them inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one's wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick! I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Luckily, I've looked out a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. It's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. He was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you guess the name of your suspect? Oh boy, should I come out and say it now? Absolutely, I am. Your Honor, a suspect, well-known suspect. Well, that's certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who's your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma. Von Karma? That evil grin. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? See, right there!
Bah!
You don't object?
I see no need.
Why honor this ridiculous outburst for my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why'd you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a long vacation? You know my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it! I would have needed surgery now. Would I go into the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor to operate on me. Have him testify.
Oh. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull a bullet out by himself? That's insane! He couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself, especially if you're not trained. My God. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There's the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Oh God, it's so good. Oh, I see why this was such a at the end to the original. It's so good. Impossible after all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. we could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse!
You refuse? But refusing this means you lost the bullet still inside you. Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector.
Do not take all responsibility of this trial! This is an invasion of privacy!
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh, I don't like that sound in my ears. It's inside his right shoulder, the bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you!
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident.
Doing what?
I claim that a bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright, not I.
Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You won't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records from yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You are close, one day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The DL6 bullet that Maya stole from you. Maya took from you, not stole. A bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Didn't you tell us about this at the beginning of this case? Mr. Von Karma. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun mark that weapon's unique pair. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon-fired bullet. It's quite accurate. Didn't you mock Maya for not knowing, and now it's because she got the evidence from you that we get to take you down? Was the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart? The other Mr. Von Karma is a bullet buried in your shoulder. Analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to this on the bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, I'm not screaming. I am not screaming. That scream. I've heard that scream before. I know. Help, I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma.
only you would dare defy me.
So what do you?
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you're the scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you in my bare hands. Death! Death! Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Well, come on, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edward would be the one that catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth!
It was a shock like none I...
It was a shock like none I
No, that's one problem.
Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in darkness. I was in the core records room. I must have wandered in it without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went down the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. Horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edwards was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth again not guilty! That is all. The court is adjourned. Oops. Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Volcano looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all glued inside you. Crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I was damn impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. Got it. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, I'm I'm dead this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson and take a gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lana! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick a hand in a cookie jar and even there was no one there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I can't try to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is a what now? What happened? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along too tonight. My treat, pal. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's a sweet that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not really shop for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People get money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money I was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38. No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. But you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events. Edgeworth? You should have told me! No, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Yeah. Where does that lead me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I only know how to become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all! Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! After that, dinner on me! Detective Gumshoe took us out in the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, although Edgeworth was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Renfield offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Still only 5? Maybe I should go back. Sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So you're leaving. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Thank you. Wait! What? I never could have saved Edward without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? So am I, some evidence to cheer her up.
Take that!
A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to the L6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick! Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training, then come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will! You can't run an office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, bye. Bye. Oh. Thanks, Nick. Oh, that's so sweet. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Yeah! Oh, the game is so good. It's not the end. This is the end where it was in the original Game Boy game. But there's one more case that was at the DS version that is here, the Wii version. Hey, pal. Mr. Edward came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about pleasant surprise. Woo! Take the Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? This game is so good. It's so nice to replay a game and just go through when it's been a long time. If you would just remember why it was so good. Nick! I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's alive right now. God damn it, Larry. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, you. Alright! Yeah, I don't remember what voice I fucking gave you. I've been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I've heard down everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. God damn it. Shut up, babe. You taught us nothing. You taught us nothing. Oh, Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gay Water Hotel recently. Oh god, please, no. Should you be in the area, please stop by. God. I felt like I didn't have much to really add to this game in my Let's Play, but for me it was more of a testing ground to stretch my voice. Oh, it's you! Phoenix Wright? Yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him out. Seen him late. Oh, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon. How many times have you said that? Yeah, this LP was more of a way to stretch my voice. Well, I'm saying it like at the end. There's one more case. Whatever. The next case will be interesting. Oh god. Phoenix Wright? Oh, he's an actor? Nah, I'm not buying it. Can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Do you know how to find films on Amazon movies and TV box setting? I know what here's what he's supposed to use. You were the worst voice in the entire game. Holy crap. pleased to announce that Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any of the kids' dreams, you know. So sweet. Also, nice reminder how short this game really was. It really is. It's super short. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounded like she caught a cold standing on our waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I found some Pink Princess trading cards. She says you can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? Oh god, whoa! Recording's been going for an hour officially now. Yep. Great. This probably even be the longest. Right, who's that? Huh? I don't remember what voice I gave to Pink Princess. You know, I snuffed this studio the other day. I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. God, I don't remember what voice I gave you. What a dog. It's kind of a shock for a boy my tenor is. Stop sneaking places you're not supposed to be! The right, that lawyer guy. Homie, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. A ghost, huh? That's nice. Now, which of the two pictures that have been in this final part will I use for the thumbnail? Yes. And that's the end. Just one more episode, and that's episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. But that'll have to be next time. Thank you for... because it's gonna be, and it's not recorded it's all at once, and so Last of Us Part 2, so yeah. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.